Good morning, boys and girls. All right, we are on to chapter 2 in Super Fudge, where we left off. Um, Peter just got new information that his mom was having a new kid. So let's see how this goes. All right, as if Fudge was not enough as he was. All right, before the end of chapter 2, Coochie Coochie Coo. Before the end of the week, Fudge asked the big question: how did the baby get inside you, Mommy? So Mom borrowed my copy of How Babies Are Made, and she read it to Fudge. As soon as he had the facts straight, he was telling anybody and everybody exactly how Mom and Dad had made a baby. Oh boy. He told Henry, our elevator operator, sorry. Henry smiled and said, "That's a mouthful for a small fry like you." He told the checker at the supermarket. Her eyes got bigger and bigger until Mom said, "That's enough, Fudgy." "But I'm just getting to the good part," Fudge said. "Peter," Mom said, "it's getting very warm in here. Why don't you take Fudgy outside?" He saw a pregnant woman on the bus and said, "I know what's growing inside you, and I know how it got there too." The woman got up and changed her seat. He told Grandma. She said to my mother, "Anne, do you think it's wise for him to know so much?" "In my days, we talked about the stork." "What's a stork?" Fudge asked. "It's a big bird." I told him. "Like Big Bird on Sesame Street?" "Not exactly." "I like birds," Fudge said. "I want to be one when I grow up." "You can't be a bird," Grandma said. "Why not?" "Because you're a boy." "So what?" Fudge said as he laughed like crazy and turned somersaults on the floor. Fudge never stopped talking about his favorite subject. He told his preschool class, and his teacher was so impressed. She phoned Mom and asked Mom to come to school. The children had a lot of questions for her, so Mom went to Fudge's class and enjoyed it so much that she offered to come to my class too. I told her, no, thank you. I hadn't told anyone she was going to have a baby except Jimmy Fargo. I tell him just about everything, and Sheila Tubman knew because she lives in our building and could see that Mom was pregnant. "She's very old to be having a baby, isn't she?" Sheila asked one afternoon. "She's 34, I said. Sheila opened her mouth. "Oh, she's really old." "She's not as old as your mother," I said. I had no idea how old Mrs. Tubman was, but Sheila's sister, Libby, was 13, so I guessed that Mrs. Tubman was older than Mom. "But you don't see my mother having a baby, do you?" Sheila asked. "No, but—" I couldn't think of anything to say. I didn't understand what she was getting at anyway. When I went upstairs, I asked Mom, "Isn't 34 old to be having a baby?" "I don't think so," Mom said. "Why?" Just wondering." "Grandma had Aunt Linda when she was 38. Oh, so my mom wasn't the oldest woman in the world to have a baby. And Sheila didn't know what she was talking about, as usual. Uh, let's see. Here we go. On February 26th, while my fifth grade class was on a trip to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, my sister was born. Later, I found out she was born at exactly 2:04 in the afternoon, just as we were in the Egyptian room studying the mummies. They named her Tamara Roxanne, but for weeks, everyone just called her the baby. "The baby is crying. The baby is hungry. Shush, the baby is sleeping." Soon, instead of calling her the baby, Mom started saying dumb things like, "How's Tootsie Wootsie?" as if the baby could answer. "Does my little Tootsie Wootsie need to be changed?" "Yes, almost always." "Does my Tootsie Wootsie need a feeding?" "Yes, almost always." And Mom's little Tootsie Wootsie never slept more than 2 hours at a time. Every night I'd wake up to her howls. Turtle, who slept at the foot of my bed, woke up too. Then he'd howl along with her. A regular duet. By the time she was 1 month old, everybody was calling her Tootsie. Right away, I could see would be problems. I tried to warn my mother and father. When she goes to school with a name like that, the kids are going to tease her. They'll call her Tootsie Roll or worse. Mom and Dad just laughed. "Oh, Peter, you're so funny." Only I wasn't being funny at all. I knew what I was talking about. But there was nothing I could do about it. I had a brother called Fudge, and now I had a sister called Tootsie. Maybe what my parents really wanted was a candy factory. I wondered how it come I got off so easy. Tootsie was much smaller than I had expected. But she was tough. I found out when Fudge tried to pull off her toes. I just wanted to see what would happen, he explained when Tootsie screamed. You must never do that again, Mom told him. How would you like it if Peter tried to pull your off your toes? I couldn't help laughing at that one. Peter knows my toes don't come off, Fudge said. Well, neither do Tootsie's, Mom said. One afternoon, when I came home from school, Tootsie wasn't in her crib. I figured Mom was feeding her, so I went to her bedroom to say hello. Mom was lying on her bed with her hands over her eyes. Hi, I said, where's Tootsie? In her crib asleep, Mom muttered. No, she's not. Of course she is. I just put her down a few minutes ago. I looked in her crib and I'm telling you, she's not there. Mom took her hands away from her face. What are you saying, Peter? Mom, Tootsie's not in her crib. That's all I'm saying. Mom jumped up. Then where is she? Both ran down the hall and into the area where we used to eat. Mom looked into her crib, but Tootsie wasn't there. Oh no, Mom cried. She's been kidnapped. Who'd want her? As soon as I said it, I was sorry. Call the police, Peter, Mom said. No, wait. Call Dad first. No, call the police. Dial 911. Wait a minute, Mom. I said, where's Fudge? Fudge, in his room, I guess. He was listening to tapes when I put Tootsie down for a nap. She looked thoughtful for a moment. You don't think. We raced down to Fudge's room. He was sitting on the floor, playing with his matchbox cars and listening to Puff the Magic Dragon. Where's Tootsie? Mom said. Tootsie? Fudge asked. Sounded a lot like me when I'm trying to get out of answering a question. Yes, Tootsie, Mom said louder. She's hiding, Fudge said. What are you talking about? We're playing a game, Fudge told her. Who's playing a game? Mom asked. Us, Fudge said. Me and Tootsie. Tootsie can't play. She's too young for games. I help her, Fudge said. I help her hide. Fudge, Mom said. And I could tell that in another minute she really was going to let him have it. Where is Tootsie? I can't tell. She'll be mad. Just as my mother was about to explode, I had an idea. Let's play hot and cold, I said to Fudge. You follow me. When I get close to Tootsie, you say hot, and when I get too far away, say cold. Got it? I like games, Fudge said. Okay, ready? Ready, let's go. I walked down the hall to the living room. Cold, 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 Fudge sang. I went to the kitchen. Cold, cold, cold. I walked into the front hall. Hot, oh, hot, Fudgy cried. Went to the guest room. Very hot. Watch out, you'll get burned. He jumped up and down, clapping his hand. Tootsie was on the floor in the closet, fast asleep in her infancy. Mom scooped her up in her arms. Oh, thank goodness, my little Tootsie Wootsy was all right. Mom put her back in her crib and then really let go. That was a very, very naughty thing to do, she shouted. I'm very angry at you, Fudge. But Tootsie likes to play. Have you hidden her before? Yes. You must never do that again. Do you understand? No. You can't carry her around that way. She's not heavy, but babies have to be carried a special way. You mean like mother cats carry their kittens? Fudge asked. That's right, Mom told him. Fudge laughed. But you don't carry Tootsie in your mouth. No, I don't. But I do carry her very carefully to protect her. Do you love me, Mommy? Yes, very much. Then get rid of Tootsie, Fudge said. I'm sick of her, and she's no fun. Someday she'll be fun, and she'll be able to play hide and seek with you. But you have to wait. She's not ready yet. I don't have to wait. I want to get rid of her. Now, Tootsie is our baby. I'm your baby. You're my little boy. No, I'm your baby. All right, Mom said. You're my baby too. Then pick me up like you do Tootsie. Mom opened her arms and Fudge Mom opened her arms and Fudge jumped into them. He rested his head on Mom's shoulder, shoved his fingers into his mouth, and slurped on them. I know it's stupid, but just for a minute, I wish I could be Mom's baby again. All right, this is a little bit of a longer chapter, so we're just going to kind of stop halfway through here. So, all right, page 21, I'll mark that and have a great day, boys and girls.